My name is Jim Bloomer. I'm a family doctor here in Exeter, New Hampshire. We've been in town for about 30 years. We don't have an embedded IT department or even someone who really is extremely IT savvy above kind of the generic turn your computer on, do emails, etc. We used another company. They were initially quite, I think, adequate. We found over time as they got larger, and as I recall, I think they were acquired by somebody else, a little less responsive. And we just found that we needed to make a change and find somebody who'd be a little more responsive, a little more, I guess, proactive is what I'd say, to help us sort of anticipate what we might need going forward. Right from the moment we first met, as far as doing some analysis as far as where we were at that time versus what would be reasonable going forward. As I recall, this was about 3 years ago, and this has also been ongoing. We would look at, do an evaluation, and then sort of have almost a progression or piecemeal plan. As a small business, doing things immediately right out of the blocks would have been difficult. So we're able to piece together a plan that made sense over a number of months, maybe even over a year, to get to us from point A to point B. Being a small organization, I think that we do the simple things quite well, but it's very hard to know what I don't want to even say cutting edge, but even cutting edge things as far as IT goes, we would be almost completely in the dark. And one thing as a small business owner would frighten me is being in the dark, and the only way you find out you're in the dark is when the lights go out completely, and then we would be in a serious degree of difficulty. And that actually happened with some old software that we had used from a company that quite abruptly went out of business. During that period, we were already working with Portsmouth Computer Group, so they were able to help us with that, and we made that transition about 1.5 years ago. They get the job done. It's in some ways what they do is a big black box to me, and as long as it gets done, then I'm thrilled. Commonly the conversation will be, I don't know how this works, but this is what I want my box to do, or this on my screen, and they say, okay. I've never been made to feel like I don't know what I'm doing. We've had PCs that need to be turned over. We've had issues of going to the cloud. Athena is in the cloud, but none of our other processes have been in the cloud, be that soapware or be that email, Office 365. So they've helped us move everything basically to the cloud from an office server. So ultimately, we'll likely not need a server at all. From our point of view, small practice, no in-house IT experience. I don't want to have to hire somebody in a small office that has any kind of IT practice, any IT experience. We'd rather have them spending their time interacting with patients, taking care of their medical care. And with them now being able to even more easily log on to any screen in the office, it's almost like having an IT person here, almost literally. So it's a great value-added service, and it really kind of offloads me as a business owner as having to really worry about this stuff. I can trust them to worry about it and let me know if there are any, any landmines lurking out there that I need to be aware of.